The president said, "Oh, you want me to reintroduce ourselves to the world. How do I reintroduce myself? How do we reintroduce the United States of America at this point to the world? What do I say?
Well, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
What do we do?
It's policies. It's, for example, engaging countries. I would engage Iran.
You'd engage her, that'd be at the top of the list?
It would be one of the, there's not going to be any peace in the Middle East. The Israelis, the Palestinians, there's not going to be any stability, security, or even moving to high ground until all the nations of the Middle East have a piece of that. We're not negotiating with Iran. We're not engaging Iran. Iran is a nation that's 5,000 years old. I mean, this is a culture, a people, a nation. And you could call it a rogue state. I don't know how many of you know anything about Iran. This is not, by the way, an apology for Iran. Iran had rights for women long before many countries in the world. Women could vote, I actually think, before they could vote in America. So we have to be a little careful here when we cast about here and use language a little loosely. That doesn't at all excuse Iran's behavior, and they are a state sponsor of terrorism, so on. But we've not engaged Iran. We don't know much about Iran. We haven't been in there since 1979. Everything we know about Iran, it comes from all of our allies. All our allies have embassies there. They have relationships. So that's what I'm talking about. That doesn't excuse or diminish what role Iran is playing to help destabilize the Middle East. No, just the opposite. Just the opposite. Why we have to deal with it. Are things getting better because we're not dealing with Iran and Syria? I don't know of anybody who would question my analysis of the Middle East being more dangerous today, worse off today, more combustible, more complicated than any time in the history of the Middle East.